This is the BMW M5. It is not what you think it is, and I'm going to tell you why. Stay with me.
Alright, so this is a 2008 BMW M5, and automatically when you start it up, it's in mode 3 of its drive modes. So we're actually going to switch to sequential, and there's 6 modes in sequential, 5 in the normal drive mode, and again it starts in 3. We don't want 3, we want the most aggressive mode, so we're going to crank that up and ready to go. Now it's a little... One thing that's very interesting about the M5 is, which is one of the things I don't like about it, is it's very sluggish to move for some reason. When you slightly press on the gas, it seems like it doesn't want to move for some reason. I don't know why it's designed like that. But anyway, you don't want to hear me blabbing about this car. You want me to drive this car and tell you what it's really all about. So there we are, first gear. Woo! I gotta tell you, this is easily one of the best luxury sedans I've ever driven as far as the handling. Wow. So I'm going to tell you a little dark secret about this car. This car is actually, in my opinion, a little bit of a fraud. I'll tell you why.
Everyone that knows me knows that I'm not really into BMW cars. So why is it that I've fallen in love with the BMW M5? What is so special about this car? Well, you know I'm really into sports cars. This is a luxury car. So therein lies BMW's trickery. Essentially, they wanted to build a sports car, but for some reason, they decided that would not be that good of an idea, probably for business reasons. So what did they do? They opted to build this car, which drives like, handles like, accelerates like, and is as fun as a sports car, but fool the consumers into thinking it's a luxury car. They made it a big, heavy car. It's very luxurious and very comfortable. But really, this is not a luxury car. It's a sports car.
Little slide. I'm on to you guys, BMW. What kind of luxury car handles so well? This car is 5,000 pounds, gross weight 4,000 pounds, curb weight, but man oh man, it just sits so nicely on the road. We've got stability control off, and we're in drive mode 6. Let's go to first gear. So people complain about the transmission. It's a single clutch transmission. They didn't go with a dual clutch transmission, and they said the reason why they did that is because they wanted that emotional response. In the 7 Series, you know, okay, double clutch, nice, smooth, seamless shifting, but this is a 5 Series. This is an M5, so they wanted it to be a little bit more fun, a little bit more aggressive, better driving dynamics, and I think they succeeded. Right now we're going to do an acceleration. I'll tell you what the acceleration feels like, and I'll say driving slow, a little bit jerky, but driving fast. So it's actually not that bad, even driving hard. I mean, I feel the shift, but it's not really throwing me around like uncomfortably so. Those brakes are, wow. So we're in second gear. Its handling is phenomenal. And I got the support, the side support, which is keeping me supported in the seat. So you get thrown back in the seat when you accelerate, but it's never anything that's too aggressive. Now the road is rough, the suspension's going to automatically adjust to the conditions of the road, but it's still going to keep it relatively tight because I have it in the sport mode. The time when they built this car, this was actually one of the fastest 4-door sedans in the world. This was also one of the first sedans, a gasoline engine sedan to feature a V10 engine. So a couple of firsts in this particular model. So again, the acceleration is never, I mean, oh, you feel that. I mean, like accelerating at such a low speed. I mean, yeah, I got thrown back a little bit, but you know, it's certainly not violent. It's a V10 engine, but it does weigh, again, 4,000 pounds, so it never really violently throws you back. But again, you definitely do feel the acceleration.
So here's a rundown on this 2008 BMW M5, this amazing car that it is. It features a 5-liter V10 engine with over 500 horsepower at 7,750 RPMs, and it's got 383 foot-pounds of torque. You've got 14 cubic feet of cargo capacity in the trunk. You also have 5,071 pounds is the gross weight, and the curb weight is 4,012 pounds. But who cares about all that stuff? What I care about is that this car, like I said before, is a fraud. And I will tell you more about what I mean by that. Of course, I'm being facetious there when I say that. I don't actually mean it's a fraud. I'm just trying to illustrate to you what this car is and what it represents. Now, although I said that this car is really a sports car, that BMW has fooled us all into thinking that it's a luxury car. But here's the thing. They were so meticulous in their path or their goal of trying to make this car a sports car that people would believe is a true luxury car. They were so meticulous about that mission. They did such a good job of fooling us into thinking it's a luxury car that in the end, what they produced was essentially a luxury car and a sports car. Few cars have I seen that have really covered both bases so well as this car does. It is such a big, heavy, comfortable car to handle the way that it does and to accelerate as aggressively as it does. And consider this. You watch this video and you've heard my comments about the acceleration and the power. You might have gotten the impression that I was very impressed with the power and the acceleration of this car. That is not incorrect. However, and you might have to go back and watch this video again and listen to what I say about the power in this car after I let you know what I'm about to let you know. All of the driving that you just saw was not with the car in its most powerful, most aggressive mode. I'm going to say that again. All the driving that you just saw is not with the car in its most aggressive, most powerful mode. In the next video, I'm going to use that magic M button to really open this car up. And wow, if you got the impression that this car was very fast and very aggressive in this particular video, yes, it was. But it gets even better. This is a 2008 BMW M5. Subscribe to be notified when I do the other video, when I'm going to go and open this thing up and tell you what it's really all about. I'll end this video on this particular note. Who is this car for? Well, if it wasn't already obvious, then this car, just like the Hayabusa, I did a review on the Suzuki Hayabusa, and I told you guys about how that bike can both be an animal and also be very classy, depending on the mode and how you drive it. Well, this BMW M5 is much like that. Using the M mode, you can really make this car really aggressive and wild and powerful, exciting. But you can also tone this car down, relax, and just get a really nice, comfortable, luxurious driving experience. It is absolutely a true luxury car, but it's also absolutely very capable as a sports car. The only area where I would say there's a little bit of compromise is that when you're just driving around town and, you know, going very slowly, then and only then do you really see there's a little bit of a sports car bias. There is where the secret, the BMW secret, is revealed when you're driving slowly and you realize this is not really a luxury car because the transmission's a little bit clunky. But that's about it. It's got the luxury, quiet sound, comfortable seats, a lot of controls in the seats, lots of technology, lots of luxury. It is genuine, authentic luxury. Not just a taste of luxury, not just a luxurious impression, or it kind of just gives you the feeling of luxury. This is luxury, just minus that one little thing of that transmission, for the most part. I will say that I have never driven a car that is so true to two completely different worlds, that of luxury and that of sport. That is the BMW M5.
Then don't buy it. Wow, burnout. Wow, burnout again. Oh, man.